Good morning, good day, good evening, good night, wherever you might be on this planet we call Earth. Greetings, Earthlings. Hope everybody has a great day or had a great day. Uh, I'm here, back in my park. Been here for a couple of hours now. I came early in the morning, which is nice. It's a beautiful park. I'll show you. This is the major part of the park here, the major lawn going down towards the water, and this is where people gather during the day. So it's kind of nice to come here in the morning because first, if I came pretty early and I had the whole park for myself, which was nice. I was just here, me and the trees and the birds and the water. And as you sit here, you see first of all come the older people and they're walking. After a while comes the joggers and the bikers, and then comes the people to lay in the sun, and then the families and so forth. So it's pretty nice to see the park waking up. It's a beautiful place. It's called Haga Park, and it's a park in Solna, Sweden. I just live right across the street from here, so beautiful place. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was I have no major updates on my injury really. You know, it's been pretty much the same the last few days. It's another 5 days before I'm going to take out the stitches and hopefully get rid of this sling around my neck. I don't know yet, but I hope so. It's been frustrating. It's been painful at times. I've had some cramps in my arms or in this right arm, and keeping the arm in the same position the whole time has been somewhat frustrating. So I was gonna talk about the emotional part about being injured, and because it's a major change. An injury is not only a trauma to your body; it's also a trauma to your, on an emotional or spiritual and mental level, because it's a huge change in your life. And as a grief counselor, I'm also a grief counselor. The definition of grief is a major change to a familial life pattern is what causes grief, and it really is a major change to familial life patterns to have an injury like this. So how to deal with that? Well, the best thing that I know is using meditation, and I meditate every day, twice a day, many days. And so I'm gonna go through an exercise with you that you can use that's been really helpful for me, and it's about how to detach from your feelings. There's other meditation exercises that you can use when it comes to pain management, or helping you to sleep and so forth. But this is about detaching from your feelings. So as an example, this morning I felt very lonely. For some reason I felt very lonely, or for some reason I've been pretty lonely the last few days. And so I came to the park, and I figured I'd do this exercise that I've learned that I think is really helpful. So what you do is that you sit down, and wherever you want to sit down. I sat down here on a bench by the water. You can put on some music or just listen to the nature if it's quiet around you. And you close your eyes, relax your body, you take a few deep breaths, and you just calm down your breathing and just relax your breathing. And then you do this. You tell yourself, let's use loneliness as an example. You can use frustration, anger, whatever you want. You start out by saying, I am lonely. So you embrace the feeling, and you say those words 10 times. You say, I'm lonely, I am lonely, I am lonely. You say that 10 times, and you embrace the feeling, and you welcome it. As you've done that, you relax again, you take another few deep breaths, and then you tell yourself, I am feeling lonely, I am feeling lonely, I am feeling lonely. And you tell yourself those words 10 times. You take another few deep breaths, relax, and then you tell yourself, I am aware of the feeling of loneliness. I am aware of the feeling of loneliness. And you say those words 10 times. And you quiet your mind, you relax, you do deep breathing, and you can sit there for another few minutes and breathe if you want, and just relax, listen to music. And as you come back from your meditation, you open your eyes, you might feel less lonely. That's how it works for me. And the reason for that is that the exercise is to detach from your feeling. And why do we do that? Well, as an example, any human being has between 40 to 60,000 thoughts in one day. And we feel things like every second. And we have a tendency as human beings to become what we feel or become what we think. It becomes our reality. So if we are lonely, then we really are lonely. That's the reality. So the whole idea with this exercise is to detach from your feelings and detach from your thoughts, to become the observer of your feelings and thoughts. You are the conscious being that observes feelings and thoughts. You just see what's going on. You are not it. So that's the exercise that I use, and I think it's helpful. And you can use it in many different varieties and different exercises, but the whole point is to detach from being lonely to being aware, and even telling yourself, I'm aware of my capability of feeling loneliness. And you can see that, and you can also use an exercise where you sit down and you kind of see those thoughts and feelings as, if you see your mind as a river and you see thoughts coming as fish swimming by, you don't need to catch any of the fish. So you don't need to kind of hang on to feelings or thoughts. Just let them be. You don't need to fight them. You can embrace them if you want, but you don't need to hang on to them. So just let them be, accept them, but you can also, with this exercise, detach from them and let new things come into your life. I think it's been pretty helpful for me. I use it with many, in many different varieties, but the whole point being detaching from feelings and thoughts. So that's a little, you know, short exercise for you to use if you want it. You can use it. Other than that, it's a beautiful weekend here in Solna in Sweden, where I live. It's been a nice week. It's nice and warm, summer. It's 80 degrees, 27, 28 degrees Celsius, and it's just gorgeous out. So I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I hope you have a great weekend with friends and family, or by yourself. Enjoy, show love and respect for each other, and that's it for me for today. I'm out. Boop.